Hey you guys, this is Lucius back with another workout. So this workout today is called Make My Core Sore. So obviously, as the name implies, it's going to be a lot of ab work and a bunch of gymnastics movements. I haven't been doing much stretching recently, so we'll see how this goes. And so for the Aufgabe des Tages, the task of the day, something that I want you guys to think about. We talked to the other workout, I mentioned breathing technique. Another thing you can think about is maybe just your mental state. Obviously, it's hugely important for your success when exercising. And you know, we all have experience with listening to music or trying to find like a mental space where we feel motivated. One thing you can maybe think about is, you know, what type of mental states are conducive or beneficial for you doing well in a workout, and how can you bring about those mental states? I was reading something recently about the Romans didn't only believe in gods, they also believed in like primordial forces called numen that existed metaphysically and that could motivate human action. And so it's kind of interesting to think about. When you're working out, try to find a sense of inspiration or a sense of spirit that pushes you harder, whatever that might be. I'll leave that there for now. A little bit metaphysical, but let's just go to the warm-up. So you're going to do a 6-minute EMOM. You're going to do 10 mountain climbers, 10 kick-ups to a handstand, and then 10 wall climbs to a handstand hold. So first 10 mountain climbers, just like this, alternating feet, like that. Then you're going to do 10 kick-ups to a handstand. You can do it just freely on the floor or against the wall. I'll just try it freely on the floor. Kick up like this, 10 of those. And then the last one is a wall climb to a handstand hold. So find a spot, climb up, and then you're going to hold for the rest of the minute on this EMOM. So hold until the clock beeps. That's that, so 6 minutes, each of those twice. And then the core workout is going to be 10 rounds of pike pulls, straddle pulls, and V-ups. And there's no time on this. You're just going to try to go through it as fast as you can, taking breaks when you need to. And so the movements are going to be, first the pike pull. It's just going to be your feet are together, your toes are pointed out. You're going to have your hands on the floor like this. And you're just going to activate your hip flexors and your abs and bring your legs up. Like that. 5 of those. Then 5 straddle pulls. These are a little bit harder. Put your hands in the middle and you're doing the same thing. Bring your legs up. Activate your hip flexors and your abs. 5 of those. And then the last one is V-ups. So it's kind of like starting from a hold. And then come up and touch your toes. 5 of those. And so you're going to be doing 10 rounds. Try to string together as many reps as possible without taking a break. So maybe you'll go through that list twice, and then before you have to stop, just try to do as big as sets possible. So do as many reps as you can, unbroken. And then the next part is going to be some handstand drills. So this is an EMOM 12. You're going to be doing this straddle press from a headstand thing. So you might need a pad. You might not. I'm going to get a pad. And so you're just going to go up into a handstand, and you're going to practice on bringing your legs back and down like this into this straddle position. And this is just all about developing core strength and coordination. You're going to do that for a minute, and then you're going to do max bent rows. So grab a kettlebell or some other object, straight back, tight abs, and you're just going to do rows like this, as many as you can in that minute. The next minute, you switch arms to the other side. That's an EMOM 12. And then the last thing we have is a 10-minute Amrap. And this is with jumps. So you're going to do 6 lanes of broad jumps. A lane is 10 meters. You're going to broad jump 10 meters and then back. And so 6 lengths in total. And then also 6 lengths of overhead lunges. And so broad jump is just standing broad jump. We used to have to do this back in the day in junior high school. One of the tests we did, you could jump the farthest. I was always better at running when I wasn't jumping. So yeah, you just try to jump as far as you can, like that, until you get to 10 meters, and then jump back. And then the last part is overhead lunges. So take a kettlebell or some other object, you're just gonna pop it up overhead, get your arm locked out, and just lunge and do 10 meters of that. And then switch arms. And yeah, so it's an Amrap 10, and so your score is how many lengths or lanes you actually completed. And the last one is a cool down. It's going to be hamstring flossing. There's different ways to do this. I had a hamstring injury a couple years ago, and the thing that actually finally resolved it was doing hamstring flossing. And so I had like a tear here that just kept recurring. And so what worked for me was to take like a hard ball of some sort, and you're just gonna put the ball under here, try to get your weight onto it as much as you can, and then really like stretch out your leg and contract your hamstring like this. And so that's just called flossing. And by doing this movement, you're just forcing the tissue to realign, and it helps to break up any adhesions or any sorts of, the tissue's made up of, rows of collagen and muscle fiber arranged in lines, and when you get an injury, it can get all tangled. And so by flossing it, you can help it to recover and assume normalcy so it can move back and forth without any impingement. So that's it, that's the cool down, and hope you guys enjoy it. Take care, talk to you soon.